Hello and welcome, my graphic design portfolio reviewers. First, I want to say thank you so much for giving of your time and your feedback to my students. We've been looking forward for this day for a very long time, and as you know, this is an integral part to our program. It's the capstone for everything they've been doing over the last 2 to 4 years. So thank you so much for everything that you're doing for us. Since we have a couple of new reviewers, and since we're doing things a little bit different this year from previous years, I want to step you through some things to expect for doing your online portfolio reviews. First off, you've already received the email that's got a list of all of our different seniors who have portfolios ready to review. Now, because we have 10 reviewers this year, you only have to give feedback for either 3 or 4 of the students. I've tried to indicate those by giving a star next to their name, but feel free to have a look at all of the other portfolios that's in the class so that you get an idea of the entire scope of what everyone is doing. But just know you only have to give feedback for the ones that I've indicated. When you click on the links to the portfolio, everyone this year has their portfolios on Behance.net. I've asked each of the students to group together their projects in each of the different links, and there should be between 10 to 15 different projects. You should be able to click on any of the projects and have it load up, and then scroll through to see the entire content and get an idea of what the project was about. After you review each of the different projects for the student that you're looking at, you can then go back to your link or the physical PDF copy of the review form. Now, I am giving you this form in 2 different versions, and so you can use whichever works best and is most comfortable for you. The first way is completely online, and it's going to be a Google spreadsheet. And you open up the spreadsheet, you'll see all of the different categories for you to fill out the information and to give your feedback. And if you look down at the very bottom of the sheet, here's where you can find a link for the different names of the students that you're going to review. So to find one for each individual student, simply click on it and go to their form to give them feedback. If you prefer to have a physical copy, I've attached a PDF version of this feedback form that's exactly the same. You can print it off, fill it out, and simply either scan it or take a photograph of it and email it back to me. Now, this review form is exactly the same that we've used over the last couple of years. But if you're new to giving feedback, let me quickly go over what I'm looking for when you review your portfolios. First off, notice that there are 7 different categories you're going to give feedback for. These first 3 categories are weighted heavier. They're weighted double than the other categories. This is why they go from 1 to 20 instead of 1 to 10. The reason for the color coding is because this reflects the way I give my grading when I give a project feedback. So anything that's in green, think of that as giving it an A, or professional quality. Purple, it would be a B. C would be average for blue. Then a D would be below average. And anything that's 60 or 6 below, that would be considered failing. Now, naturally, every student's going to be slightly different. But think about what you would expect from a designer that you would be hiring to work with you. If the work that you're seeing is professional quality, then give them a professional quality feedback score. If the work that they're doing is average but could be a little bit better, then give them an average score. However, if you see parts of their portfolio that are critically underwhelming and they could do much better, feel free to give them a below average or even a failing grade. At the bottom of this is a place where you can give additional comments and specific feedback so that the students can improve their portfolio and certainly make it better for their professional practice once they graduate. Now, in working with our students, I've already met with each one individually and given them my feedback about improving their portfolio. So by now, you should be seeing the best of their portfolio. However, there is one category you may have to leave blank. If you look at the very bottom of the feedback form, the physical portfolio is one area you're going to give a rating for as well. Now, if you will not be joining us in person on April the 20th, please leave this area blank. If you are going to join us on April the 20th, I'll have a form for you to be able to fill out and give your feedback for the physical portfolios that you'll be seeing on that day as well. Otherwise, everything is going to be averaged together, and then all of our feedback will be turned into a final overall grade for our students. These portfolio reviews are going to be weighted 80% of their final grade. The other 20% will come from a variety of projects that I've given them throughout this semester. So that's it for using our feedback form. If you have any problems or questions with this, please don't hesitate to contact me. The last thing I want to say is we're looking forward to having you on April the 20th to visit with all of our students in the Gore Gallery. At this time, between 12 and 2:30, we'll have some goodies for you. Our students have all of our leave-behinds, and we want to be able to personally say thank you for giving the feedback and for taking your time out to review all of the work that we've had. So thank you again, and we're looking forward to seeing you next week.